As we enter into 2023, it is the COVID alert and a concern that's returned for many of us. But the government of the centre is in alert mode already. The coronavirus cases are exploding in China and other East Asian countries. So the government here has directed airport authorities to start random COVID testing of 2% of international passengers. Union Health Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia on Saturday informed that the government is conducting environmental, sewage and human surveillance in view of rising cases globally. Health Minister has further informed that work is being done on alert mode to control the spread of COVID-19 in India. People are being urged to wear a mask, avoid crowded places and follow COVID-appropriate behavior. Meanwhile, the central government has asked states to ensure availability of oxygen, functional life support equipment at hospitals and hold mock drills at health facilities in view of global cases. Several state governments have already started to put a plan in place just in case as and when required. But remember, it shouldn't be and cannot be only the government. As citizens also, we need to ensure that we follow all proper COVID-appropriate behavior. There are many Delhi residents who are not following the COVID norms right away. For example, not wearing a mask and not doing it in places which clearly can become mega spreader. This is a report sent by our colleague from Delhi on the ground.
राजधानी दिल्ली में कोरोना को लेकर सरकार अलर्ट पर है और साथ ही साथ केंद्र सरकार ने तमाम राज्यों को एडवाइजरी जारी की है और ये कहा है कि हेल्थ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को किस तरह से वो आने वाले दिनों में आगे की तरफ और ज्यादा रैंप अप करें, बढ़ाएं। जब ये 3-4 दिनों से जो चीजें बढ़ रही हैं, यानी कोरोना को लेकर बात होने लगी, मास्क लगाने को लेकर बात होने लगी, ऐसे में साफ तौर पर कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने मास्क पहनना शुरू कर दिया है। जैसे ये देखिए, इन्होंने मास्क पहनना शुरू कर दिया है, लेकिन बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो मास्क नहीं पहन रहे या उन्होंने पहनना जरूरी नहीं लगता। ऐसे में मुझे लगता है कि अब सभी देख रहे हैं कि किस तरह से अगर सरकार कोई गाइडलाइन जारी करती है या फिर मास्क पहनना अनिवार्य हो जाता है, तब जाकर सभी लोग मास्क पहनेंगे। लेकिन इन सब के बीच में ये कहा जा रहा है कि कोविड प्रोटोकॉल का पालन करना सबसे ज्यादा जरूरी है। हाँ, डरने की बात नहीं है, चिंता करने की बात नहीं है, लेकिन सावधानी हम रख ही सकते हैं। रविकांत।
That report sent to us by my colleague Ramkinkar Singh. Now Shreya Chatterjee also has been tracking the latest. Shreya, you've been reporting about how the situation is at the airport, because that is where the main thrust will be about the arriving international passengers. It is a holiday season. You know, you cannot stop people from going out enjoying themselves. How is the government looking at it? What sort of reactions do you see on the ground specifically amid the festive season?
Well, Pooja, you know, especially after the last 2 years, the lull that it had
Yes.
in the year-end due to the COVID, we've seen that this year, somewhere down the line, people are also willing to travel, go outside, and that's one of the primary reasons why their guard is also down. They are not probably aware that COVID is still out there, and remember the statement that was made by the Union Health Minister that COVID is still there, it's not ended, so we can't, show any kind of sluggishness in ensuring that we are completely guarded. Now, on one hand, we see the government also bringing in the guidelines required to ensure that India does not face the surge that's actually happening globally. There's random testing that's already in place in the international arrivals. 2% of all international flights will be going through random testing. Apart from that, the passengers coming in from China, South Korea, Hong Kong, they will have to submit a mandatory RT-PCR report. So that's something that the government has already made functional when it comes to
Yes.
international arrivals. We'll have to wait and watch that if at all there's a surge that comes, probably some more guidelines will kick in.
Shreya, keep tracking all the latest on that. So there are some measures that have been suggested and some that people are expected to use by themselves.